This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
I'm here for Peter.
Wrong week for that, Love Hellfire. Welcome back to the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, is...
Hey, y'all. It's Lil Hellfire.
No Peter this week. Just a lot of mouths. A lot of mouths between you and me. Hey, Lil. That's right. At Lil's insistence, is Black History Month. Or at least when this dropped. But I shouldn't say that. I like reading the mouths also, but I didn't get ready right. So see, I did follow orders too. You got your new opening.
I'm here for Peter. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's alright. The other one's always lurking.
I love it. I know it.
Oh my god, I've got to do it. I'm going to make you review the Clone Saga issue by issue.
Yeah, well, we can do that.
Be done in 2025.
You want to drive me back to drinking, that's fine.
That's right.
Philip's not very supportive of me not being drunk, so it's fine.
She's on the wagon, people.
Is it on the wagon or off the wagon? Hashtag Seinfeld reference.
What's this red dot? So yes. So today, of course, like I said, we're covering some of Miles Morales' his first ongoing series, Ultimate Comics, All New Spider-Man #1. And we still have bars on the side, Love Hellfire.
I know it, but at least it's like a solid, like not weird colors or whatever. Well, yeah. And that is like must be the ultimate like thing.
Well, at least they're like black and red, you know, like his costume.
Yeah. Not like random purple or orange.
Green. Yeah. So so this is issues 1 through 5 from November 2011 through February 2012.
Like forever ago, but Bendis. The worst. We gotta leave that man alone.
Come on here, and I will. All right. So, as with all Ultimate Spider-Man issues, this one begins with Norman Osborn.
Perfect.
Just like with the.
He's not that weirdly drawn. He just looks like Count Dracula and the Punisher had a baby. So it's not like the weird Norman that we know and love.
But I mean, just like the first issue of Peter's Ultimate Spider-Man series, that you get Osborn playing with a spider, threatening a scientist.
Miles Experiment Spider number 42. We all know. We know.
0042. So yes, Norman's threatening this scientist to Dr. Marcus. So I guess he hired from Roxxon.
Yeah.
Again, the evil factory.
You know, I do like this. Feels like a very modern update because, of course, with the Norman Osborn, the Daily Bugle, it's online. You know, they got the stupid little like ads you get and stuff.
Yeah. So basically, Norman tells Dr. Marcus he basically created Spider-Man, and hey, I hope you understand if this information leaves this building, I will kill you.
He means it. He's crazy.
He's like, excuse me? He's like, I said I will beat you to death with my bare hands. You have 4 doctorates. Which one of these words do you not understand?
He's a G, I'm telling you. He's keeping that pimp hand strong.
But if he solves the problem, he's like, I will reinvent your life on every conceivable level. But that ain't gonna happen, because Norman Osborn is the Green Goblin.
Gobble, gobble. It works for both. It's fine.
I was going to say, we're going to have to do another Gobble Gobble month.
That's a tradition now. It's like Friendsgiving. It's happening. It's a thing. Gobble, gobble. You've been warned. 10 months away. Well, 9 months away.
So yeah, like Osborn gets shut down, and then hey, we see, is that the Prowler? So I think this is the first appearance of Ultimate Prowler.
The Prowler out here looking like a Kiss costume lookalike on those close-ups. It's like Deadpool and Gene Simmons had a baby.
Ah! He does look like a purple Deadpool, yeah, with that mask, yeah. Like Tron costume.
It serves a purpose. It serves a purpose.
So, so the Prowler breaks in. So this looked like the lab, but like, I guess Osborn had like money and stuff in the safe.
What an idiot!
What kind of businessman has cash?
Well, no, let me take that back. I know plenty of business people that keep cash, but not as safe at your business. Come on now.
Seriously.
You're buried in the desert with explosives like everybody else. Come on.
You put it in a safe in your home, like Lucifer or Lilith Hellfire. You know, the combination is 6969.
Never. That's too obvious.
I know, that's the first
Maybe
thing.
It's 7. Maybe it's 7. Who knows?
That's
Hashtag Deadpool 2. Scroll over into the other podcast.
Seriously, you better not use that combination. That's the first thing I would guess for you, 6969.
Yeah, no way.
And hey, what's this red box? Hey. And then a spider crawls into his bag. But then, it doesn't say how long later, but later in Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn! Sorry. Yeah. It's a circus, and my house is nervous.
And Miles and his parents are going to the lottery to see if he gets into the Brooklyn Visions Academy.
Yeah, it's this is like really weird parental interactions because it's a lottery. It's just all chance. Of course, it's not a reflection on him. Like, it's just weird.
I know.
This is just the weird part. It's like, I don't know.
Well, they don't want him to feel bad if he doesn't get in. But oh, did you see the number they pulled from to get in?
Yeah,
42.
Take a drink.
I don't think Miles has ever gotten to an issue 42.
Well, also, it's a answer to the ultimate question of life from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's a lost number as well. So 42, like, it's a little hacky, but I'll allow it because I am both those fandoms, so I will allow it.
In the age I will be this year.
That's not old.
Thanks, Lord.
40's the new 30. No, 40's the new 20, actually. I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, so they pull 42. Miles gets in.
Shocking!
I know. What kind of story would it be? It's like, yeah, he doesn't get in.
Off to public school you go!
Hey, it worked for Peter.
Well, I have my feelings about charter schools, but everybody deserves a good education, so whatever. Whatever it takes. Just don't use voucher money. Taxpayer money for charter schools, and we're good. Also, like, Katie Hugh got in. I was just like, okay, I guess we have to file that away for some reason.
And then Miles goes to visit his uncle Snoop Dogg.
You mean the Prowler?
Yes, the Prowler.
You know what? You mean Donald Glover?
No, I mean just the art here. Doesn't he look like Snoop a little bit, or at least like maybe back in the day Snoop? Yeah,
I could see that. It's got the little bucket Kango hat on. I feel you. I see you.
And he basically tells him he got into school. His parents don't like him to be over here.
Yeah.
And, hey, that spider's crawling around now.
Dun dun dun. Check off spider.
I wonder where that's gonna go.
And the red box is just hanging out like real smooth, homie. Real smooth.
And Miles gets bit on the hand by a spider.
Well, eating a popsicle, that has to suck. Maybe the popsicle made him foam at the mouth.
What's in this popsicle, Uncle Aaron? He hits the floor and passes out.
And now he's got to call his dad.
Yeah. You didn't eat anything over here, did you?
Pops. Uh-oh. Does he have Cosby tendencies? Is that the reference we're getting right now?
You didn't eat those shroom brownies, did you?
Those Jello Pops. Was that a Jello Pop? It might have been a Jello Pop.
Even his dad says, "What did you give him? A popsicle?"
I should call the police. I'm like, wait a minute, aren't you Dopo?
I don't know. At this point, is he? I don't know.
No, not right now. But I just like in my head, it's just like, yeah.
Basically, you need to keep telling his brother, his dad's telling his brother, you need to keep away from Miles. And
or what? Oh, classic brothers.
But then
always getting in arguments and fist fights.
Well,
Miles takes off though.
Yeah, and we get the on the last page, we get the first hint that hey, his powers aren't exactly like Peter's.
He's invisible.
Camouflage.
Almost like he's a ghost spider. Wait a minute.
Hey. And yes, that's already in the end of issue 1 because Bendis.
Also, the USA Today article was in my copy.
Oh, so, is it?
Yeah, the one where it's like, oh, he's half black, he's half Hispanic, and I'm like, I don't think they like that H word, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah. So yeah, they did a whole article about it. I kind of remember it vaguely. It's just like, should it really be a big deal? I mean, it's not the real spider. That's the thing. It's not like Peter Parker. They changed him, and made him black. It's not like a Wally West situation. Do you know what I mean? So like, yes. For them to have like the way that they made that big deal, I was just like, it's great that he's there, but it's not like, And
it's like it's another right now. It's like it's another universe.
Nice try, Marvel. I see you over there, Ironhearting it up. I see you.
I remember just people like, there's a black Spider-Man's black now. I was like, well, no, there's actually 2. One's in the other universe. I was like, oh, okay.
Never mind. Never mind.
I don't think Miles got the justice he deserved until into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, so I mean, I'm glad for it, but it's just like, I liked it before you knew about it. I'm just, they just make me feel like a hipster. But Into the Spider-Verse is an amazing movie. Like, kudos to Sony for one good thing in like 50 years. That's not the PS4.
I told you, it's like Deadpool with me. It's like all these rednecks now are driving around with Deadpool decals on their trucks. I'm like, bro, I've been here since the 90s.
I resemble that comment because I live in Florida, and especially the part of Florida I live in is filled with rednecks with Deadpool. Deadpool, everything. My sun visor, that you put for your windshield, it's Deadpool.
Yes.
My steering wheel is Deadpool.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to impugn you or your boyfriends.
Hey, so issue 2 is gotta make sure. Skinny guy with the scarf. We're definitely in Brooklyn. Probably Williamsburg.
Yeah, Miles is running down the street and.
Oh, please don't crack that nice big flat screen. Don't do it.
I know, but he does, and he jumps over it.
How did you do that?
I just love it. It's a Marvel universe, so anyone that shows any hint of special abilities, it's a mutant.
And then he goes ghost. Oh, sorry, that's Danny Phantom. I can't. I'm sorry, Phantom. I'm sorry.
But yeah,
I hate this city.
It's all like you.
I like his struggle. It's not like, oh cool, I've got powers. He's like, oh man, I don't want this to be happening. Mm-hmm. I like that contrast.
But yeah, he goes invisible, gets away, but then he's walking down the street and gets accosted by some teenagers.
Is his name Flash? I feel like this guy's name should be Flash.
Wouldn't want to fight me neither.
You got something to eat in there or an iPad? It's like, ooh, could get it because it's an Apple.
Oh.
I was like, wait a minute. We're dropping iPads now? That's the world we're living in? Remember when we had to use like a Tony instead of a Sony way back when in the like first Spider-Man or whatever?
Man,
A Sony Walkman.
they want that Apple advertising.
Apparently.
And then as the guy puts his hand around, like basically around Miles' neck, we see another new power, the Venom Blast.
And he curses. Ooh.
Yeah.
Twice. Fancy.
And then the guy grabs him again and he zaps him in the chest.
Oh man, I'd love to have that little power though. Instead of walking around the house in carpet with the little onesie with footies.
I was convinced when Danielle was pregnant, like anytime I like touch her, we would get like a zap. I was convinced Luca had like some kind of electrical powers.
From the womb! That's funny.
But again, and then the kid.
I forgot that, mutants are, because I read so much X-Men, like I always forget that they're kind of like in this pocket. So then I was just like, oh yeah, seeing a real mutant, and I'm just like, oh yeah,
it's Ultimate Universe, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, I never really like understood. It's like if someone has powers, who cares if they're a mutant or not? I mean, if you think all people with powers are dangerous, okay, but it's like there's a difference between mutants and people who just got their abilities other ways. I'm like, okay.
Well, you know what? A lot of Marvel stories do stress that difference. A la Mr. Sinister and, all that stuff too. So, plot threads that get dropped, they don't get back to him until a few decades later. It's fine. We're used to it.
Yes.
But he goes to see his buddy who is building a Lego pirate ship, which, by the way, are you watching Lego Masters? Like, oh my God.
No.
I love Legos. Like, I just don't have like the commitment to like build like huge Lego stuff, but it's a really great show. Plus, it's Will Arnett hosting the show.
I did see the commercial. Yeah, I haven't seen the show, but yes, I did see the commercial.
You guys should watch it. It's pretty cool. This podcast is not sponsored by Fox, but hey, Fox/Disney, if you want to, we're available.
Pay us in Lego. He goes see his friend Ned. I mean, Gang.
Exactly. I know. Like in my head, I know. It's so hard not to.
Because it's like
eats his brain, and I was like, "Is he gonna eat it? Is that a new spider power?" The first time I read it.
I'm gonna tell you something. He's like, prepare to be freaked like you've never been freaked out before. Please don't take off your pants. And then he's trying to turn invisible. I guess looks like he's taking a poop. Kang's like, did it happen?
I love how he's like, "You're the only person I talk to."
He even says, "Are you taking a dump?"
Frogman! I need that shirt.
Ribbit. But then...
Where am I supposed to be looking exactly? He's unimpressed. But he shocks the damn Lego thing, and I'm like, damn it, Miles! We were just getting to be cool. How dare you?
Okay, why'd you do that? How did you do that?
I know, right? I was just like, oh, these are like little kids. This is so cute.
Yeah, that was my one problem with Miles is like they made him like at least at this point super young.
Yeah, isn't he like 11 or 12 or something?
Something like that, yeah. So
his friend is still playing with Legos unironically, and then also unprofessionally. Because I don't know if you know, you can actually be a professional Lego builder.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, and he also tells him about the school lottery. He's like, "Oh, you got in."
Maybe we'll be roommates.
It had a number on its back.
Went to Michael Maron's, got bit by a spider. It was a huge spider.
It's a dot, bro. Stop being a baby.
No, I know, because even Gank looks, he's like, there's nothing there. It was gross 10 minutes ago.
So he finally gets to go invisible. No, he's like, "Are you a mutant?"
But even after all the people talk and Mouse thinks he's a mutant, Gank, a spider turns you into a mutant? Then he goes invisible, so now Gank believes him. Dude, you are a mutant.
Hey, they don't put mutants in camps? Are we sure? Are we sure?
Well, again, kids. Oh, they would never do anything bad like that.
Oh, sweet summer children.
Exactly.
And then they're like, "A mutant drowned this city."
Good old Magneto. Yeah.
And then, like, Gank is all like, wait, a spider bit you with a number? What number?
He's like, we have to figure out your powers. But then Miles' dad shows up. and takes him to the park.
This is a recurring thing. Take a drink, basically.
It's basic, it's basically like, okay, we have to talk. You can't run off like that. And then he basically tells him, his dad's like, yeah, him and his brother used to do bad things. They used to steal. And his father's trying to turn his life around. And he's like, my brother doesn't,
He's a thief.
Mm-hmm. I can't have a man like that around my only son. But he does say, when we were younger, he saved my life. Has he been to jail? Yes, and so have I. Before you were born.
And I was like, what?
What for? I stole something that didn't belong to me. Because he said, we didn't think we had a lot of opportunities, and once we got older, I could see them. So, I could see a real life. As you or your mother. Your new skirt's all happy.
Cheer. Isn't this the sappiest thing you ever did read?
Oh, shut up. You're going to cry. You're going to cry on Wednesday. Shut up.
Oh, I am.
Yes.
It's over. I'm released. Yes.
Hey, Arrow brought us together. Come on.
I know. And then I always have season 1 and 2 will always have a special place in my heart. And season 8.
Yes.
And also Adrian Chase. And Slade.
So basically his dad's telling him to stay focused and, have a good life.
Uh-oh. There's a Silver Surfer? Or Iceman?
No, it's Iceman and Human Torch.
Oh, too bad I didn't get the other brother, the Pyro brother.
Remember, I think there was like that weird version of when they rebooted Ultimate Comics, I think the first time was Peter, Iceman, and Human Torch, and when they drew Peter with like the weird round head.
Oh yeah! Why are you making me remember that?
Well, that's where those two are from. Because this is actually is like a little bit of a flashback to give you his origin. Because I think Peter's still around at this point.
Yeah, I love his Ben Grimm though. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute. I want one. I want 10. Star Picks Z100. That is the model of his phone. Okay.
But his dad, just when he thinks he could probably tell his dad anything, his dad's like, oh, yes, he's Iceman and Human Torch. He's like, you think they'd round up all those mutants?
Bum, 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 bum.
He's like, I don't think the Human Torch is a mutant. I just wish
it's the Ultimate Universe. Just roll with it.
Yeah.
Plus, it's the public. Like, they don't know everything. They don't know. They're the unwashed masses. They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, Gank has cracked the code. He lets him know you're actually not a mutant. Ooh, a little shout out to Ben Urich, of course.
Yep, because he's like, Spider-Man was bit by a spider too, because we see Spider-Man myth busted by Ben Urich.
Yeah, you're Spider-Man.
Sorry, you're not a mutant, but are you Spider-Man?
Now that's a heavy burden.
So now he thinks about it, and then gets out of bed. Yeah,
like, hey, I can crawl on walls
and the ceiling.
Oh no! To be continued. Also, he's got Kermit the Frog wallpaper
again,
and I am living for it. So young, such a little sweet baby.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like Robin, but cooler.
Oh, how dare you!
No, come on. Old timey Robin was really not that cool. It wasn't until like at least the 70s where he got a little bit cooler. Just saying.
I will unleash Kristen on you in a hot minute.
I know. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. I'll be on the podcast, Fraser. Don't tell her. Don't tell her.
Burn.
So yes, issue 3. Gank shows up. He's like, "Show me."
Phrasing?
I know. So Miles hangs it off the ceiling. What are you going to do? Miles is all upset. He's like, how's this a bad thing? You're Spider-Man. Stop saying
Stop saying that.
He's like, you are. You got bit by a spider. You can walk on walls. You're not a mutant. You're a super something person. There's no difference. No, see, mutants are born with a gene, an X gene. You were injected.
Thank you for your exposition, Gank.
Yes, thank you for your exposition, Gank.
Spend this.
Okay, shout out to Gank though. He's got a Howard the Duck t-shirt on in this issue, so he's like my new favorite person, right? I love all these little Easter eggs. It's so cute.
Although Lilith would say, Howard, I don't give up.
I can't wait for now. That's the reboot I can't wait for on Disney Plus. That's when I'll actually buy Disney Plus, when they give me a Howard the Duck TV show. Animated or otherwise, it's fine. I would prefer live action, but I understand that animated might be easier.
Yes,
I get it.
Hey, Disney Plus, crush Harley Quinn. Give us a Deadpool and a Howard the Duck. 2 animated series.
Yeah, that's when you can say, shut up and take my money. So then, arg, me mateys. Oh, okay, so, I thought they were definitely gonna probably, like, make his web stuff come out of his butt because he's 11 and not something an 11-year-old would find hilarious. Yeah, he's like, does it come out of his body? And I'm just like, oh, God. Because, that's where spiders actually, make their webbing from. Just saying.
Nah, I know.
Little realism in my spider heroes, please.
And you could fight crime and get girls all day. He's like, how are you obsessed with girls all of a sudden?
Puberty.
Miles just wants to go to school and go to college. Wants a normal life.
Only because that's what his parents beat into his head.
Yeah. Why are there
Gank's like so in love with him though, bro. Like, look at that face. He's watching him do his thing.
Why are
get you a man that looks at you like Gank looks at Miles. That's all I'm saying. And a puppy. A little girl and a puppy. Like, come on. He's doing big things already.
But Miles is like, why are there spiders running around the city biting people? So I guess they're trying to track down clues or something, because they go to his Uncle Aaron's apartment, but after they knock and open the door, the apartment's empty. Everything's been cleaned out.
Dun, dun, dun. But wait! There's more!
Gank says, maybe your dad scared him out of the city. Maybe the spider was his. Maybe. Of course. There's a fire.
Yeah.
And Mouse is gonna like charge in and fireman, are you nuts? Get the hell out of here. But then he just takes off his shoes and leaps up anyway. Pulls that lady out. Kind of drops her, but it drops her on the
I thought this was gonna be a Gwen Stacy moment. I was like, it's too early for that. That's when he discovers his web shooting abilities, but he has no control over it because he's 11. Snap! Whoops-a-doodly. Just saying. That might have been a little too dark. A little too soon.
It's what is this, 2011 or 2012? We're still getting the belly shirts.
Oh, cool. I mean, crop tops have never gone anywhere since 1998. Okay, like it's just a staple in women's clothing. It just is. I hate it. Everybody hates it. That's why high-waisted pants are such a big deal right now, because we're trying to like just meet it in the middle,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Miles saves that little girl.
And the puppy.
Yep.
Because who cares about little kids? It's all about the puppies.
Kid, that was amazing. Well, who are you? How'd you do that?
Don't worry about it. Gotta go.
They leaps off, and the one firefighter, I told you Spider-Man was black. Because
he could be, until it was revealed, he really could have been anybody.
Yeah,
he could have been a woman for all I know.
Yeah, because Peter was only 15 or 16, so
15, Philip. 15.
Yeah, but I mean, by the time Miles gets bitten, how long has Peter been around for a year? Oh,
a few, right? Just like 1 or 2.
I don't know.
I don't remember. It was such a convoluted explanation for all this. But he gets that stupid like vision/dream or whatever.
But he's like, I'm not. Gang's like trying to tell him that's awesome. He's like, I'm not Spider-Man. There's already a Spider-Man. I'm not that guy. But then they go to school. Wow.
If the city has to be like emptied out and evacuated anytime there's any superpower activity, like they're never in class.
Like a daily basis, yeah.
So something's going on the Queensboro Bridge. Take that, Veronzo. and GW. Queensboro's getting it shot now.
Spider-Man has
been shot.
He should have been like, yeah, what else is new?
Next issue is what would Peter do? Phrasing on that one, maybe.
Really?
I'm here for Peter. I'm here for milking Peter, and I'm all out of milk.
Whoa! You're doing what to Peter? What?
I will be honest though, I don't know how I feel about the artwork. It's like kind of this weird fusion.
Mm-hmm.
Line work is excellent, the shading, the coloring, but like the actual style, like I was never really sold on. It's kind of, it's like not what I would expect for a Spider-Man book. Any kind of Spider-Man book, to be honest.
Well,
it's a little different.
I think they wanted to go a little different because it wasn't different Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know, but it's like a little too jarring.
Yes. But as Miles leaves the school secretly, then we see Peter Parker's last stand from the last issue of all his series.
Yeah. I hate the way they make the Goblin look. Like, I just hate that whole thing. I hate it.
What, Hulk Dragon?
Yeah.
So Miles is there in the crowd when Peter dies on the front lawn of Aunt May's.
Like, holy crap. Aunt May outlived Peter. I'll be damned.
Yep. He's like, I couldn't save him. I couldn't save Uncle Ben, but I can save you. So yeah, and then Gwen. Hey, Gwen outlived Peter.
Yikes!
Because Miles even comes over to Gwen. What was his name? Peter Parker. So that's the headline on the Daily Bugle next day.
Queens High School student Frederick Foswell. They're just bringing in all the
Such a big man. Okay, Gang's reading and he's like, "You were there? You saw it? What did you see?" Miles is saying it's all his fault. He should have been helping Peter instead of hiding. Okay.
And this is his secret shame.
Yes. Gang's like, well, maybe it's your turn now. And then their roommate Judge comes in.
Here come the judge. Oh wait, that is way too old for anybody that's listening to this. That's too old for me. Something Charlie Usher would like. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, if he listens, he'll be like, oh yeah.
All the bridges are closed, and that's why they got this day off from school.
Yep, for the funeral of Peter Parker. I think we got like this scene also. What was it? Ultimate Fallout or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because we see May, we see Gwen, and Miles asks Gwen as she walks by, "Why did he do it? Why did he become Spider-Man?" She almost seems mad.
Yeah.
Because his uncle.
Well, I gave you the clue. The look on her face. That is one angry blonde right there.
Mm-hmm. Because his uncle died. He died. Peter thought he died even though he had these powers, he didn't do anything to help. Uh-oh. Giving him the great...
But he's staring at her boobies. He's not really even listening to her as far as I'm concerned.
No, Mal's looking her in the eyes. I think Gang's looking at the boobs.
Yeah. Words to live by.
With great...
Y'all know.
She forgot it with, though. With great power must come great...
It's like, I'm your father. Everybody gets it wrong. It's fine. It's in the cultural zeitgeist. It's fine. We know what you mean.
Why do you wear a mask? Because he didn't need anyone to know who he was to be a hero. And it looked bleeping cool. And
that is classic Bendis. Because it looked bleeping cool. That's why I did it. And so here comes the sketch portion of our Spider-Man origin.
Yeah, Miles is trying to design a costume, and then Gang comes back to their room with a Spider-Man Halloween costume. Wonder if Stan Lee sold it to.
Exactly.
Social.
He's like, you spent $80 on this?
You spent $80 on a Halloween costume to get $10 worth of candy? Oh, Bendis. It's the fun, Bendis.
He's like, is
Bendis,
this in
Bendis,
bad
Bendis.
taste?
Do you know?
At least he's like cognizant of like what's going on here. Just because you lampshade it doesn't mean it's okay to do, though.
It's like, do you not let your children trick or treat, Mr. Bendis?
I mean, I wouldn't in this day and age. I mean, I would just have a Halloween party with my kids' friends if I had kids, personally. Or go to the zoo. That's a great one. Or the hospital, stuff like that. But not like just walking on these random streets. Mm-mm.
You can at least go with your kids.
Just saying. You can get hit on the head too, homie. Like, I'm just saying.
I forgot. Lil's like, never leave your house.
I'm saying. Anyway, this is a really cool panel I like of him as the sun's going down. He kind of almost has like that Spider-Gwen like look to him, or it's just a silhouette. It's pretty cool.
Because the suits look like suit's a little baggy, like the boots and the gloves are kind of big.
Yeah, because if Gank wore it, you can only imagine he definitely stretched out the neck hole. Just saying.
And why does it have knee pads?
You don't want to know.
But even when he's putting it on, Miles is like, is this in bad taste?
Copycat hero, Rips Up City.
Spider-Man no more, please.
Maybe it wasn't bad taste. Uh-oh, why are you locking the door? You guys make out there?
Exactly. Why'd you lock the door?
Can I come into my room?
No,
this is giving me college flashbacks. Traumatizing.
I wanted the teachers. You don't lock the doors. Oh, I mean it. I've been like, shut up. You don't let us live at home. Shut up. I live right down the street and I can't go home.
What's going on in here? Ooh, pre-calculus. Fancy.
We let you two are pals and we let you room together. Don't make us rethink it. So yeah, Miles is like all bundled up under the blanket because he's still in his suit.
Why am I talking to myself all of a sudden? Because you're a superhero. It's what they do. Welcome to the club, buddy.
And you're Spider-Man. You definitely gonna talk to yourself. And what's this buzzing in my head? Do I have cancer? Did the spider give me cancer?
Finding a weirdo bad guy to practice on.
Phrasing.
Yes, exactly.
Phrasing. But then he encounters Spider-Woman, aka Peter Parker with boobs. And
then I love how this, like I said, this is some classic Bendis stuff because, you know, who the bleep do you think you are? That's like, what, the 8th one in this issue alone?
I know. It's like...
He's 11!
From the man who gives you swearing in Superman. Bendis.
Yep.
Maybe you swear all the time, Mr. Bendis, but not all of us do.
And you want to know the crazy thing? You know, this basically is for his like adopted kids of color or whatever. And I'm just like, I guess you do swear all the time at home. that was the inspiration for this book. So I'm just saying. See kids, you complain when I swear a lot. See, everyone does it. Even Spider-Man's friend. Well, she's not a friend yet. Or ever, really. Let's just be honest.
Well, yes, this Spider-Woman is she's a female clone of Peter Parker.
She is Beatrice Riley. I don't know the female form of Benjamin. I don't think there is.
Ben Riley.
Newman. Actual question. Like, I'm going to tell you who I am. I don't know you, lady.
I know. Just because we're both in costumes don't mean I can't call the police or something.
Is this for a costume shop?
You have powers. Where'd you get your powers?
What did you just do?
She webbed them up.
Next one goes over your mouth. You're beating up a little kid, homie. Like, come on.
I know, he tries to hop away and trips and hits his head on a saddle right there.
And I was like, what is this, Looney Tunes?
She's even like, go into the police. What a dork. Then he wakes up, just hearing people talking. He's just a kid. We were all kids once. When I was a kid, I stayed home and watched TV.
I invented cellular technology.
That's right, because none of these is Spider-Woman, but it's Nick Fury, Hawkeye, and Iron Man.
It's not the kid part that bothers me. It's the Spider-Man part. Mr. Morales, welcome to...
He's been locked up in the Triskelion.
Oh, Lord.
The Ultimates.
Lucky for him, he's not a mutant.
Just altered, not unlike you and very like Peter Parker. What does that mean? Oh Lord, we're just down the Bendis
talking.
Yes, the talking rabbit hole.
And this brings us to the over-talky dialogue portion of our Bendis book.
He's been altered. What do you mean he's been altered? Like you and Peter. What does that mean? What does that mean? So Nick calls him Miles. He's like, how do you know my name? Got all kinds of ways to find that out. My name is Nick Fury. You're not under arrest. But put on that precaution. You have to pay the price. Get it? Where'd you get your powers? Was that really Iron Man? Are you one of those ADD kids? No, but Bendis is.
Probably.
Bendis is. You got bit by a spider? Yeah. When did that happen? Your uncles? And then, hey, guess who was locked up in the
Triskelion medical ward?
Yes. Must be, well, I believe this Electro is also Max Dillon. So Fury's telling Miles about, yeah, your uncle's the Prowler. Got quite the rap sheet.
10? You're supposed to give him 100!
That's right.
You don't have to go.
Electro.
I think he did. Ooh, the FBI gave him the name the Prowler, and I'm like, I don't think that's how that works. I think they only name serial killers, to be honest. Just saying. Newspapers name people that strike like bandits, but I don't think the FBI does.
Yeah, exactly.
If anybody from the FBI is listening, which they probably are, please feel free to drop an email.
Yes, please write to us, anyone in the FBI. And I don't know this woman.
My file's not that thick. No worries. It's only like 8 pages or so, I'm sure.
That's all. But then the power goes out. What happened? Prison break. Maxwell Dillon. And look, we get Iron Man's trying to stop him. He depletes his energy. Hawkeye.
Is this normal? Curse word. I think this is take a drink at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take a drink, do a push-up, or whatever. No judgments.
Well, this is where we see how capable Miles is, because, Fury and the Avengers are trying to take Electro down, but hey, guess what? Spider-Man does
it. A-team, topside. Energy fields corrupted by unidentified surge. Yeah, idiot. God, captain of bad life decisions in any universe. I swear to God.
Come on, Tony Stark would have some kind of defense against that.
I don't know. After MC being MCUized, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He made the Iron Man suit, and that was the only thing he did that was smart.
Then Hawkeye.
Don't at me either.
At her.
Out of the gooch. Oh my God.
Hawkeye gives him the fizzy arrows. Fizz. Can we see Spider-Woman?
But he gets blown up. Oh, wait, should I say?
Takes down Spider.
Nick Fury's holding Miles' hand. It's so cute.
Gun in one hand. 10-year-old in another. So gun fires on taking Electro down. So
and this Nick Fury straight up looks like Samuel L. Jackson. No questions about it.
Well, that's how they got the idea, I think, because in that first Ultimates series, they drew him to look like Sam Jackson.
Yeah, it's just like nope, we're doing this. This is what's happening. Enjoy, kids.
That must have been some negotiations with Sam Jackson for the MCU. The MFer looks just like me in the comics.
Oh, never change, Samuel L. Jackson. Never change. Anyway, so yeah, these fight scenes are a little lackluster, but it's all good. But look at him being all invisible, picking up stuff.
Yep, and throwing it at Electro. Hey, it's Bendis. You know, you get one lackluster fight scene for like 5-6 pages of dialogue.
Well, to be fair, it's like close quarters.
Yes.
You're dead. I saw you die. Did you though?
Seriously, I mean, would Miles still be the same size as this Peter? I don't know.
Oh, he's all naked, looking like a test tube, crash test dummy, right? Is it
that's how he was in the hospital bed, but he just powered up.
Yeah, but like we see him just all naked, and then blood is, of course, covering the appropriate spot.
Mm-hmm. Don't you be getting all high and mighty about bleeding from the crotch, Lil Hellfire.
Hey now, Philip. This is the Ways World podcast. This is a wholesome ultimate spider cast, damn it.
Oh, golly gee, you're right.
Anyway.
So then.
So we're calling it a venom blast now.
Yes.
It's disrupted his thingamabob, and I'm like, Bendis!
His thingamabob was covered with blood. So yeah, Miles is telling Gank the whole story, and then, hey, who's this girl?
Warning! Danger, Miles Morales, danger!
You look like Peter Parker, but... Oh, she gives him a case. Nick Fury said you get one chance. He said you were getting no chances, but yesterday you bought yourself one chance. This is everything. You put it on. You make yourself a part of this, and it means you're representing. It means you get it. Again,
I do.
Again, Bendis dialogue. Yes. With this,
it means you're talking to girls now.
It means I have to start talking to girls.
Oh, that suit's nice though.
Mm-hmm.
I really do enjoy it.
Yeah,
I love this page that comes after all that dialogue.
Oh, yeah. The last page, yeah.
Gonna need that as a poster.
Although it looks kind of big for a 10-year-old.
I think it's just the perspective of it, though.
Maybe, yeah.
Because him standing next to Nick Fury, he looks really tiny.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, look how young he looks on the cover of the next issue.
I know. And I thought I asked him not to do realistic Photoshop overlays. I thought we had this conversation. I don't like that uncanny valley situation. Like, I don't like it. Although I shouldn't say that because I play Sims with Alpha CC, so like I try to get them as realistic as possible. I just don't like it in my comic books.
Lilith is one of the hip kids. She plays the games.
Sims turns 20 February 4th, I think it is. I've been literally playing it pretty much most of my life. I was there from day one, so. But I think that's the game that got me into PC game. Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. I think it was Dota. Yeah, it was Dota and Sims. Yeah. So I'm a little bit of a nerd all around. It's fine. It's fine.
Nerd.
So, but no, honestly, this wasn't a bad start at all. I don't think it needed to take 5 issues. It should have took 3 issues, but they didn't flesh out the things that I thought they were going to flesh out, like in the first 5 issues or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. I just I thought we would find out more about his family dynamics, but it's kind of odd that he is in this little isolated bubble of the live at charter school, boarding school, basically. That's 2 blocks from his house.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good to get, he doesn't have to explain himself to the parents every 2 seconds, but you still got to sneak past somebody and
security guards, and he's got another roommate that's not in on it, the whole thing. I feel like his initiation to the group was a little too quick too, but
yeah,
it's still a really good story. Still made me interested. I still wanted to know more. I think I gave up around issue 14 or so, and then I was like, I'll wait for the trades. It'll be okay. So it gets very talky, and I think it's issues 9 through 11, and I'm just like,
What again? Again, it's the Bendis pacing. That's why I think I like the new series better because it's pacing.
It's still good though. It's still worth having in your collection for sure.
It's history.
It's cool. It's a cool bit of history. It really is for Marvel.
Mm-hmm. So, anything else?
No. Oh, I just want to say, Dr. Marcus's name is misspelled. So they spelled it with a K. Just, that editor. Hopefully he had repercussions. I don't pay $4 a book for misspellings, damn it.
No typos. Not at these prices.
And on that note, yes. Next, the next 2 episodes. Next episode, we're going to be talking the Spider-Man miniseries, When Peter Met Miles. Spider-Man.
Followed by...
Miles isn't holding a chip with any of them.
Followed the week after by Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man.
How original, Philip.
Who, me or Marvel?
Marvel, of course.
On that note.
So send your thoughts on any of those. And hey, send your thoughts on the February books. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on social media. Follow all of our social medias. Find it all in one quick and easy, convenient package. Linktree, that's linktr.ee/capesandlunatics.
Be gentle with the package.
Lilith Hellfire.
If you nerds want to @ me, you can find me on Twitter @Lilith Hellfire. And then, of course, on Instagram @Lilith Hellfire69. Duh. Hello, Megan.
Oh, and I forgot the sponsors. Support the sponsors. Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. And go on Amazon and buy that. And when you do, use the link to use the Southgate Media Group link for Amazon. It will not affect you at all. You can use it with Prime, and you'll send a few cents our way to bring you such fine programming as the Ultimate Spider-Cast. You all right? She's old, people. She's been playing Sims for 20 years. So come back next time. Join me and Old Lady Hellfire. Spider-Man.
Now that's a comic book monster.
Yes, Old Lady Hellfire. Sweat. That's the one that you should have a lot of swearing and drinking. But until next time, swing on back.